My friend, let me ask you something powerful. If your mind was a computer, would it be programmed to say yes to life or no? Stop for a moment and really think about it, because that one tiny difference, the way you answer life's questions, the way you meet challenges, the way you respond to opportunities, it decides everything. Whether you live with wealth and peace of mind, or with fear, doubt, and constant struggle. And today, I want to share with you a lesson that has changed millions of lives. This wisdom comes from Napoleon Hill, the man who spent his entire life studying the greatest leaders, inventors, and builders in history. People like Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie. He discovered something so simple, but so powerful, that once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Once you feel it, you cannot go back. And if you practice it, it will change the direction of your future. Now I need you to do something for yourself. While you listen, I want you to declare this: my mind is mine. Say it out loud right now. My mind is mine. And if you're watching this on YouTube, type it in the comments. Type it in all caps, bold, proud, with fire in your heart. My mind is mine. Because from this moment forward, I want you to own your thoughts, to protect them like treasure, because they are treasures. Think about computers for a second. Computers, the most advanced machines humans have ever built, run on one simple system: yes or no. A gate opens or it closes, on or off. That's it. And with just that, computers process endless amounts of information. Your mind is far greater than any machine ever built, but at its core, it works the same way. Every single day, every single situation, every single decision passes through a yes-no switch in your brain. You wake up in the morning, yes or no. Do you see the day as a gift or as a burden? You face a challenge, yes or no. Do you see an opportunity to grow, or do you see a reason to quit? Someone betrays you, yes or no. Do you choose forgiveness and freedom, or hatred and chains? Life itself is asking you these yes or no questions every moment. And your attitude, your mental attitude, is the answer. Now here's the truth. When you carry a positive mental attitude, you find the yes. You see the opportunity. You see the lesson. You see the blessing. But when you carry a negative mental attitude, you lean toward no. You miss the good. You only see the pain. You only see the problem. And you stay stuck. It's just a choice. Just a mental attitude. But from that choice comes everything. Success or failure, happiness or misery, health or sickness, wealth or poverty, peace or stress. That's how powerful it is. The question is, how do you control this yes-no switch? How do you take charge of your attitude? And the answer is purpose. You must have a definite purpose in your life. Emerson once said, "The world makes way for the man who knows where he is going." Think about that. The world steps aside for the person who has clarity, who has direction, who has made up their mind. When you know your purpose, you destroy doubt. Fear loses its grip on you. Suddenly, all the power of your mind, your focus, your energy, your talents, line up behind that purpose, like soldiers behind their commander. Think about your own life. How many times have you wasted energy on worry, on second guessing, on what ifs? Now imagine all that energy focused like a laser beam on one clear mission. That is the power of purpose. Let me tell you a story. When Napoleon Hill was a young man, he met Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest men in the world. Carnegie gave him a challenge. He said, "I'm giving you the greatest opportunity a young man ever had. I will introduce you to the most successful men in America so you can learn their secrets, their philosophy of success. But you must devote 20 years of your life to this mission, and I will not pay you. You will have to find a way to survive on your own. Yes or no? Now, imagine yourself in that moment. Imagine being broke, young, and having a billionaire tell you, "Give me 20 years for free." What would you say? Napoleon Hill almost said no. He hesitated. He thought of the risk, the time, the sacrifice. He was about to turn it down, but then he found his courage, and he said yes. And that one yes changed the world. What Hill didn't know was that Carnegie had secretly timed him. He gave him 60 seconds to decide. If Hill had taken longer than that minute, Carnegie would have walked away forever. Imagine that. Your entire future is decided in 60 seconds. My friend, success often knocks only once, and it doesn't wait long. You must be ready to say yes. But here's the question. Why do we say yes to some things and no to others? Hill discovered it all comes down to motives. He identified 9 motives that drive all human behavior. 7 are positive: love, sex, material gain, self-preservation, freedom of body and mind, self-expression, and the desire for life after death. And 2 are negative: anger and revenge and fear. Think about your own life. Which motives are controlling you right now? If fear is driving you, if anger is driving you, you will never have peace of mind. Fear and anger poison your thoughts, your health, your future. But when you are driven by love, freedom, self-expression, you attract opportunity, wealth, health, joy, peace. Hill tells the story of a man who lost everything in a real estate deal. He blamed his friend. He filled his heart with hatred. That hatred consumed him, ruined his health, and even sent him to a mental institution. But when he finally forgave his friend, he found freedom. At 60 years old, he started over. He built success again, and this time with peace. Do you see the lesson? Hatred does nothing but destroy you. Forgiveness sets you free. Right now, ask yourself, who do I need to forgive? Don't let anger steal one more day of your life. Hill also had a powerful habit. He imagined 10 princes of guidance standing guard at the door of his mind. Each prince was responsible for protecting a certain part of his life. The prince of peace of mind, the prince of hope and faith, the prince of love, the prince of health, the prince of financial security, the prince of wisdom, the prince of patience, and his personal guardian, Napoleon Hill. These princes stood like soldiers, refusing entry to fear, doubt, and negativity. Now imagine if you built your own guardians. Imagine if every time a negative thought tried to sneak in, your inner guards said, "No, you cannot enter here." What would your life look like? Stronger, freer, peaceful. Here's a challenge for you. Tonight, before you sleep, name your own princes. Write them down. Decide who guards your mind. And tomorrow, let them do their work. But my friend, listen closely. Never let the desire for money rob you of freedom, peace, or integrity. Hill himself was once broke, desperate, and had the chance to steal $25,000 with no one knowing. But he didn't do it. Why? Because he knew that freedom of mind is more valuable than money in the bank. Integrity is priceless. And that one choice, choosing honesty, led him to meet Carnegie and discover his life's purpose. If you cheat and win, you still lose. If you stay honest and free, life will reward you in ways you cannot yet see. And here's the greatest truth of all. Life reflects your thoughts back to you. Every thought you send out is a boomerang. Send out curses, and they return. Send out blessings, and they multiply. Every thought is energy. Every thought is a seed. plant fear, and you harvest failure. Plant love, faith, courage, and you harvest peace, success, abundance. That's why I asked you earlier to type it. Write it now, if you haven't already. My mind is mine. Write it to claim control. Write it to remind yourself. Write it to inspire someone else. The surest way to find peace of mind is simple. Help others find it too. When you spread love, faith, and encouragement, life mirrors it back. When you lift others, you rise too. So let me close with this. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. And your mental attitude is the steering wheel of your life. Every moment, every challenge, every opportunity life asks you, yes or no. Choose yes. Choose faith, choose love, choose freedom, and watch as peace of mind and wealth flow into your life. Now, if this message touched you, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And type it one more time in the comments. My mind is mine, because when you declare it, when you own it, your whole life begins to change.